side of the stove.
No kidding. That smells great.
And this is that breeze is running this direction, so I'm like, that's awesome.
Okay, so now I'm going to start the process for Espanol. Okay? So in here, I'm going to start off with my butter, my bacon. I'm going to start to melt that up, melt those together. Remember, we're stashing. Like with like, small, large, easier for cleanup. And I have my roux ready to go. My flour right here. I have my veg, so I have my carrot, celery, and onion, right? For my mirepoix.
Oh, sasuke. Sasuke. I'm sorry, the middle one.
Get it nice and melted. And at this point, I'm going to add in my mirepoix. Set this off to the side in the back. And what's going to happen is it's going to start to get brown. I want color. I want good color on it. Super good color. Fantastic color, right?
Chef, is this to be the simmer or is it the boil?
It was right there. I just used it this morning.
You all see the choice?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it's supposed to be the
Oh, I can work. Here's
Somebody told me not to like that one.
Why? Why?
Because you have your water hot up there.
Oh, well, you actually do want it simmering. That way it helps sanitize. So, all right, simmering. This one's not simmering enough in the back there. Now, at this point, when this starts to cook and get caramelized, right, is when I'm going to start adding my thickeners to my stuffing things. So I'm going to add my white roux to my bechamel, but not all of it. Why not all of it? Well, I don't know how long it's going to take to fully cook in, and whether or not, I mean, I don't know what my finished product's going to look like. If there's evaporation still. I don't want it to be too thick. You know, coming back from, it's easier to thicken it up as it is trying to thin it out, right?
Right.
I do want to whisk it occasionally, especially this one. When the butter or the milk is already in there, because it wants to stick to the bottom, right? There's no, it naturally wants to coagulate to heat. And so, also when I add my thickeners in here, it definitely wants to stick to the bottom, and I don't want a brown, burnt saucepan with sticky stuff on the bottom. But what if I do get, I start to feel like it's starting to stick to the bottom? What do you do?
Take it off the heat.
Take it off the heat and switch out your pan. Switch to a clean pan. Don't try to scrape it. If it's just a little bit brown on the bottom, you got lucky. If it's black on the bottom, you're screwed. You can't, there's no stick potato in it, stick of this or whatever in it. Come back, it's scorched. Start over. Nobody can try to, you cannot try to hide scorched flavor.
No.
You just can't. It's burnt. You burnt it. Sucks for you. So, this one, going. This one coming along swimmingly. I'm gonna add my brown, or my blonde roux to the chicken stock. Not all of it, right? whisk that in. So it does fantastic things. Now these are going to reduce down a bit, right? Okay, so you see where we're at. I'm going to really see this fond I'm starting to develop on the bottom. That's a good thing. I want these veggies brown. Brown is the operative word for this particular one. Okay, nice and brown, fantastic, doing his thing. So thickener, brown. Think about your steps and your timeline as you're writing it down. All right. I don't want anything to do with that cabbage. Oh no. In our start to vegetable day, we do braised red cabbage. I used to have this chef who, this German chef, who every Friday we all had school lunch, right? Because we were there all day. And we had school lunch, and can I just say, every Friday this chef would make spätzle, schnitzel, and braised red cabbage. And we had a really large school, right? So we had like 3 restaurants on campus and 2 bars, and just large. It was huge. It used to be the old German consulate building on Polk and Turk, if any of you know the Bay Area at all. And the whole entire school, for every Friday, would smell like cabbage. It was just disgusting. And there's something about it. I'll eat it, I'll show you, we'll make it, but I'm changing it on the practical. We're not doing braised red cabbage, I'll tell you what. We'll make it the following day. Don't worry, you'll get your fill. You can have mine.
She should make it, but she don't want nothing to do with it.
I can see that this might need, that one looks great because I know it's going to evaporate now. This one might need a little bit more of my white roux. To let it do its thing. So now I'll take your mayonnaise and all that herbaceousness. I just threw a baguette in the oven so we can taste it. I'm gonna let's see one of you who has not opened up their serrated knife. Might truly not opened it up.
All of it.
All of you have opened it?
Chef has had us open all together.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'll take one. You got one.
Another mayo?
I started it.
Let's finish it up.
Okay.
Sharp behind.
Thank you. So in my pot, I'm starting to get some good fond. My veggies are getting nice and brown. The 2 other ingredients that I still have yet to add are the stock tomato and flour. So I have fat in here, right? I have fat not only from the butter that I added, but also the bacon that we added as flavor. My veggies are getting nice good color. The bottom's getting nice good color on it. So I'm going to do things a little backwards from what your book says. Shocking, right? I'm going to add the flour first, and then the tomato. Did you catch that, sis? You want to?
I got it.
You can do that over here, honey. Yeah, you're not interrupting.
You're adding the flour now?
I'm adding the flour now. I'm making a roux, and I'm going to brown. Turn it down just a skosh. I had it pretty high. So that flour, I'm going to go and get that nice and brown too. And if you can see on the bottom, I'm starting to develop a lovely fond on the bottom of my bit. And I want to get brown. Just getting good color there. Have a checker. Whisking, whisking, whisking. Because this is lower, it's going to take a little longer for this to thicken up. A good checker. Here, brown is what I'm looking for. I'm kind of blonde right now. Blonde moment. Now I'm using this tomato product. I'm actually going to take that. It's going to kind of act as you know, to help me deglaze a little bit. But I'm also going to take this from red to a brownish red, so a deep, deep brick. You guys should eat that cabbage. You should eat that cabbage. Good.
So you can be like, oh, no, I ate it. It was great.
No, they know I won't eat it. That's why he sent it up there. Chef Wolf sent it up there because he knows I hate it. And that whole class had me, so they know. And I was like, are you there yet already? But no, I'm not. So I'm going to end up taking that stock here in a second. So now I'm getting brown. Wouldn't you say? So now I'm going to take this tomato and add the tomato to it.
That's just tomato paste,
Yeah. But even if it was tomato sauce, it wouldn't matter because I'm reducing it down and it ends up being tomato paste anyway. The only difference is the
I think
addition
the
of
book
liquid.
says puree.
Yeah, it says puree.
Is puree between sauce and paste?
What?
Is puree between sauce and paste, or is puree
Yeah,
sauce?
yeah, pretty much. It's the tomato sauce, right? So it's developing a sook, right? Or a fond. I don't know what she taught you downstairs. Fond. Yeah, that's what it's called in industry. So it's developing a fond on the bottom. And that's good. Do you see that the color is now changing from its bright red to more of a brick red, right? You guys will have an easier time with this because you're going to be going in the little tiny small pots. So you won't have to worry about anything burning. Because you have left surface cooking area to actually burn food. Just scraping it up and going, scraping it up and going. I'm looking for color. How'd you do over there, lady?
Good.
Nicely done, ma'am. Don't let me forget my bread in the oven. Almost there. We have nice fresh bread. Stop. Stack it like we like, right? Clean as we go. All right. Would you say that's pretty brown? Could I get browner? Probably. Don't worry, I'm going to go step by step, Cindy. I will. I'm going to do it up on the board so you don't miss a thing.